Hey guys, Stephen M. Silston here, and today I'm going to be continuing my Back to the Future series. So last time we left off, we were in Edna Strickland's house.
October 28, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout.
A mall shootout.
I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
That would be good.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Let's see what I see. 1932. Special.
Rebuilt in February 1932. The fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
That was funny.
It's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Surely. That's what she thinks.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain.
Found.
Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley Police Station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Time to rescue Doc. Yikes.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Ah! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Her mouth is big.
Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Her mouth is huge whenever she yells. She's like, rah, rah, rah. It's really weird. I don't know why she carries around a megaphone though. Probably just to scare people. But you never know. Could be just for decoration. He looks like an old schoolboy. Time to fuel up the time machine.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing?
I like his excuse.
It's a costume. Tonight's the big, Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
Not really.
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
I bet he'll know that he's gone.
Ready to go?
Time to go back in time.
I've got to turn on the time circuits first.
Oops.
Time circuits? Oh, flux capacitor, fluxing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Da 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 da. I like the part when he says, the flux capacitor is, fluxy. Fluxy. That's funny. Almost 88. So bright. Yikes. Yikes, that guy's crazy. Whoa, dude, blue guy. Blue guy is crazy. Let him he got away. Yikes, dude, put down the gun. Car of the future. That looks nothing like the DeLorean. But what else? Never tickles the peaches. Out of my favorite Back to the Future parts, there's part 1, part 2, and part 3. My favorite, I would have to say, is part 1. I like how they did that. Part 1, and then part 2 would be my favorite, my second favorite. Just part 3, I think they got a little carried away. Cause like, you can't really go anywhere else. You have the past, and you have the present, the past and you have the future. There's not really anything else. But I guess they did find a way, but
Einstein,
it just wasn't good.
where do you go
for me.
now, boy?
Whoa. Looks beautiful. There's Edna Strickland as her younger self. Look, those people that were that were talking, they were actually in the present before. It was funny. See? She's the one that laughed at her for him having the shoe holding it up. There's Edna. Looks nothing alike.
Young man, excuse me, young man.
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. You have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr.
Oh, we
Yeah,
didn't make
what's
up
her
a
name?
name.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so fun.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone.
Huh. Corleone.
Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.